what is it that brought you and keeps you gaming?
Ooh.
Gaming or covering gaming?
Gaming.
Just gaming.
Itself. Okay. Just the act of gaming. What is... I'm assuming that it's something like borderline magical to you.
Yes, that's true. All right, I can go first.
Go for it.
All right, so I've been gaming ever since I was a kid. I was probably 5 or 6 when I was sort of the perfect age for the Nintendo. The Nintendo was out in '85. I was born in '80. I didn't get my Nintendo till I think '88. Like it had been out a little while first, but I had sort of been playing it at friends' houses. And yeah, it's just there's something about it is like to me it just felt like the next. I don't think I could articulate this at the time, but it felt like sort of the next evolution of a book. An interactive thing that could show me, it could visualize my choices, my actions, and the story it was telling. And it was just, and it just started early for me and went from there. And my confession is that, like, even though I am a writer by trade, I have a journalism degree. I don't like to read. I don't read in my free time.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy reading. It actually puts me to sleep. Like just the literal act of moving my eyes left to right, back left to right. I fall asleep when I read. I don't know how I ever graduated college when I had to read all those books, but
Podcast listeners know I'm illiterate. So.
That's true. That's true. So
can't even say ruins.
So yeah, it's just it started with Nintendo for me, and I latched right onto it with the classics, with Super Mario Brothers and Zelda and Kid Icarus, and it just never stopped, and I never will stop. And it's the most entertaining hobby I've ever had. So that's my story with gaming.
It's such a strange question to answer because, like, I work on gaming stuff now, like, constantly, and I'm always, like, excited to get, like, you guys, the people watching or listening, like, the next story, or just, like, oh, I could tackle this from this angle, and, like, a lot of people like that. They'll really watch it. And for me, I get excited about that, but I forget that I still come home every day, and I'll play a game, and something will surprise me. I played Earthbound for the first time, and I was like, "Oh my god! Like, what have I been missing out on?"
Yeah, I haven't played it either. I need once I eventually get a Wii U when the price drops, because I am not biting on that thing until then. But I'm going to be joining you in that for sure.
Yeah, and then like you play something great, like I really enjoy Blacklist, and just like those moments that like keep you coming back.
Yeah,
like I guess that's it. Those things that grab you and don't let go.
Ben.
Yeah, for me, it was the same thing that you. It's like an interactive book that you could decide which way you could go. I mean, when you're reading a book, it's a predefined path you're going along. But every time I read something, I would have done this a bit different. I would have said something different. And in games, I can do that.
Yeah.
And plus, games now have storytelling that's on par or better than books I've read.
Well, I don't know if
sometimes
I'd go that
movies.
far.
Sometimes movies.
I'm not saying better than books,
Yeah.
than really good books, but the storytelling has gotten really good.
That's true.
And the excellent games such as Portal 2.
Oh, absolutely.
Games that would consider as points in the argument are games, art, the whole shindig. Stuff like that. Stuff that really ropes you in and pulls you into their world.
Like what did you play The Walking Dead?
Oh yeah.
We've talked about it on the show and on IGN many times. When you finished episode 5, what was your exact, like, what were you doing? What was your reaction to that game?
I basically just sat back, watched the credits finished, and then I basically continued to sit for like half an hour, and
that's what we did.
Like, oh man, I've never played something like this before.
Yeah, exactly right.
Damn.
And yeah, I mean,
I cried.
Yeah, movies do not even. Movies very occasionally will have that level of effect on me.
Yeah, but games cause you to be more invested because you're acting.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're not just observing, and that's what gets you more involved because you're the one, especially in The Walking Dead. You're the one who makes those decisions, those horrible, horrible decisions.
Yeah,
your actions have resulted in this outcome, and that's why you have the emotional response.
Yeah, you're responsible for this, and then you just have to watch it.
I approve of Ben's get to know your locksmith question. Good
Well
stuff.
done.
Thank you.
All right, let's come right back, and we will get to all the Gamescom news. There's so much to talk about. Hang on.